Hello YouTube watch lovers, and welcome to this first video watch review that I'm trying to do as a addition to my Instagram account, where I'm trying to post wrist shots and reviews of all the interesting watches that I come across in my journey of watch collecting. So I hope that you find this interesting, and well, I will talk more about possibilities of where this can go at the end of the actual video. So why am I doing this video is because I recently added a Tag Heuer limited edition Carrera to my collection, and this is an official unboxing of this watch. So onto the Tag Heuer Carrera. So we can see that it comes in a limited edition special box, which is different to the majority of the Tag Heuer watches. So the watch comes in this nice leather travel pouch, and there is the actual watch. And I will show you that there is probably this was the idea was stolen from Amiga, that include the watch glasses with their moon watches. So there is a nice 160th anniversary watch glass, and here is a booklet for this particular watch. Also Carrera reference to the famous Porsches, and the history of the watch with the picture of Tag Heuer. And obviously Carrera comes from this Mexican road race, and these cars that raced in the 60s that inspired both the car and the watch to get their names as Carrera. Obviously there is a watch from 1964 which was resurrected with a new movement in this limited edition watch. So some history of the watch, some purchase documents from my dealership, and here is the instruction manual for the watch. Of course, no one reads all of this, and there is the warranty card for the actual watch. So I need to place it nicely so that it's easy to take out next time I will do this. So we don't need the watch. I'll probably keep the watch on the pillow, and I'll put away this box until after the review. Okay, so the watch is 39mm case size with 14mm from the case height, or case width, from the bottom of the case to this massively domed sapphire crystal. So the watch doesn't feel like 14mm, it feels like a 12mm on the wrist, and the lug to lug distance is 45 millimeters. So the watch is very comfortable on my 17 centimeter circumference wrist. Feels very well proportioned and well sized, and I really enjoy wearing this watch. This is my major watch at the moment. I wear it most commonly these days. So the caliber is Heuer 02. So this is the latest column wheel vertical clutch movement, and we'll go to the cost of the watches and what I think is the value of the watch. But to show you the wrist shots, the watch sits very well. It's a dressy / sporty chronograph, very classic. You can see these are classic Carrera lugs protruding. There's a lot of polishing on the case, but the watch looks amazing. The watch looks very well, and I really like it, and I added it to my collection. But let us go into the Rolex tables and some of the most desirable chronograph watches that one can possibly get. So let us start with the Tudor. So what I liked about the Tudor chronograph is that it's kind of Tudor version of the Daytona, and the S&G watch obviously was inspired by the Rolex manual wind pre-automatic movement Paul Newman Daytonas, but only two subdials, the running seconds and the chronograph minutes. The watch looks very vintage. Well, it's a heritage watch. Let us push the box out of the picture. So the only thing that I kind of learned to dislike about the watch is how high, especially on the band strap, it sits on the wrist. So from the wrist to the top of the case, the watch sits very, very tall, but it's not overpowering over my wrist. I probably would have preferred to get one on the bracelet, the way things go, but I wanted this impressive look of the watch on the band strap, so I went for the band strap. So to tell you the basics, there's 41mm diameter of the watch case. The lug-to-lug length is very good, 47.5mm, not so much at all, but it's the case height. So without the band, it's 14.5mm from the bottom of the watch case to the top of the sapphire, slightly domed sapphire crystal, and it sits pretty high, over 16mm on the band on my wrist. But very, very comfortable, very nice chronograph, and inspired by the Paul Newman Daytonas. This is probably the closest that I can get to these absolutely overpriced and unattainable watches as things stand. So it has a Tudor MT5813 movement, which is based on the Breitling B01 automatic column wheel vertical clutch chronograph movement, so no problems with the movement there. The only thing is this chronograph is somehow misplaced between, it has the black bay case, it has the diver's case, and it has the diver type hour markers and the diver the snowflake hands of the Tudor black bay divers, yet it has a racing chronometer, non-rotating bezel, so it's not a diving bezel on the swatch, so it's slightly misplaced. Whether it's a diver, whether it's a racing chrono, it cannot decide itself. But I think a very impressive watch, and I personally like it, and from the value for money, it's probably the best on today's show, and a very good Swiss automatic chronograph movement in this watch. So to finish things off, I decided to throw in ceramic stainless steel Daytona, ceramic bezel stainless steel Daytona, just because it is probably the best watch in its category, in the category of the automatic chronograph watches. So I will return all the watches when I will be comparing them together and telling you which watch I personally prefer. But let us have a look how well the Daytona sits on my wrist. So everyone knows this green Rolex box and the watch. And the watch which is borrowed, which is not mine. Unfortunately, I'm not that well set up with my distributors as yet. Which is the time? It's almost 5 p.m. I have the gym later today. Okay. So here is the Daytona on the wrist. So the watch is really amazing. So for an automatic column wheel vertical clutch chronograph to be 12.2 millimeters from the bottom of the case to the slightly from the bottom of the case to the slightly dome sapphire. This is probably the best, the most elegant automatic chronograph in the business. But no one needs to hear it from me. Everyone knows this is the most desirable watch that is currently produced in Switzerland. Well, if we are not talking about Patek Philippe's or Audemars Piguet watches. So let us have a look and kind of go through the comparison of the three watches. So we have the Daytona, we have the Tudor, and we have the Tag Heuer. So the Tag Heuer 39 millimeters to 41 millimeters, of the Tudor to 40 millimeters case diameter for the Daytona. So the Daytona is the slimmest at 12.2 millimeters. Then it's the Tag Heuer, and the Tudor comes with the greatest height of the case and the crystal. So 45 millimeters lug to lug distance for the Carrera, very good. 47 for the Daytona, and 47 and a half that I personally measured for this Tudor chronograph. So all three watches come with the latest column wheel vertical clutch movements. So Heuer in-house movement for the Carrera. This is Tudor produce this chronograph movement. They take the basic Breitling B01 movement and put in their own escapement and silicon hairspring, and this is the caliber MT5813 manufactured Tudor movement, which is on level with the movement in the Daytona, the 4130 classic movement. So if we'll come to the prices of the watches, of course here Daytona stands out as something of its own. So the price of the Tag Heuer is 5,295. This is GBPs. This is the UK pound sterling. The Tudor, the retail price of this chronograph is 4,330 UK pounds, but it can be purchased from the Chrono 24 starting at 309.50 pounds and going up depending on the condition of the watch and where it is purchased from. Of course, with the Daytona, the situation is you absolutely cannot get it for the retail price of 10,500 GBP, and you have to pay way over 18 to 20,000 British pounds if you want to purchase this watch now on the grey market. So I would say my preference in these watches, I mean, Daytona is a standout. I mean, it's amazing. It's one of the best watches that money can buy, but you need to pay a whole lot of it to obtain one of them. Absolutely unavailable for the Rolex retail price. But well done, Rolex. Well done for keeping such great interest in their production in the watches. So the Tudor, probably my my choice would be, I would give 5 stars for the kind of price, availability. This is a limited edition Carrera, so probably there won't be quite as many of them as the Tudors. Tudors are available these days from retailers and are available pre-owned, and there could be some very good deals done on this chronograph. Well, it's only a year old as we speak at the moment, but you can find good deals on this chronograph already. So I would say Daytonas are unattainable and really not part of this discussion. I can recommend both the Tudor and the Heuer Carrera to any watch enthusiasts, any watch lovers. These are very good watches. So once again, I will show this on my Instagram account, and the news of any videos, if I'm gonna release them, will be first appearing on the Instagram, so it's better to follow me. I don't know if this will become an Instagram channel, but I can do these reviews, they're not too complex. I have an OK Canon EOS 200D camera which can do this whole report, and I can record it all in one, and hopefully there will be no problems with putting this on Instagram. So thank you for watching. If you found this in any way interesting, please like this and follow my Instagram channel, and all the information about any new videos will appear first of all on the Instagram. So thanks for watching. Cheerio.